G'day guys, it's Wolfie here, and today I'm going to show you a build that I've done for the Tokyo 600 WTC event. Now, a lot of people have been kind of shying away from the Tokyo event from what I can tell, and I think the reason for that is just PD's made so many changes to hitting walls and hitting AI and all that sort of stuff. And I think it's steered people away from it. However, I just wanted to show you that it's still very much a viable option and by far the best payer in Gran Turismo 7. So please be sure to leave a like, leave a subscribe, and also leave your comments down in the comment section. It's always good to hear from people and understand what they're looking for and what sort of builds or what sort of ideas they'd like me to share. And yeah, in this case, I just wanted to show you that Tokyo is still a very viable money-making option. So let's start with the build. I used pretty much full power. It's only at 97% on the power restrictor, but other than that, I managed to get 766 brake horsepower out of the car. It's running really fast and has only 1.45 ton. So sports hards tires on the front, 80 and 80 on the height, 6 and 6 on the anti-roll bar, 38 and 38 on the compression, 48 and 48 on the expansion, 2.60 and 2.80 on the natural frequency. Negative camber is at 1.5 and 1.0. Toe angle is 0.10 out and 0.20 in. The differential I've set to front 10, rear 13 for the torque. Acceleration sensitivity is at 20 for the front and 45 for the rear. And braking sensitivity at 20 at the front and 25 at the rear. Now I've got the torque vectoring differential and I've set that at 40 and 60, but you can change that during the race to adapt to the conditions. So it's a lot wetter at the start. Obviously you might want to use a little bit more up the front. Now for downforce, I've used 100 at the front and 200 at the back. The ECU is fully customizable and is set at 100%. Ballast, I've thrown on 200 and it's at minus 50. But the car, especially with the torque vectoring control, can really handle that. Power restrictors at 97. The fully customizable is fully customizable manual, and that's set at 340. I've got the high RPM turbo, and other than that, I'll obviously set my brake bias slightly forward, but there's no other mods on the car. So let's get into it. As I was saying, what I like to do, especially in this race, is I like to set the race difficulty to normal, just because you don't want to be lapping people over and over again. This way you only pass them once and you're not going to have to deal with it again. So straight off the bat, I'm managing to fly out the gates. I'm going to basically leave it in fuel map 1 and get past everybody. Some people might like to just leave it in 3 and run the whole race at 3. However, this time I chose to use fuel map 1, drop it down to fuel map 6 before I hit the first bend. And I am wall riding this time just to try and get an idea of how quick I can get this car to go. So first lap, after the first 2 corners, I'm just behind the leader, and this car absolutely controls really well, especially with the 50-50 torque control. So I'm going to just sit behind him for a while and wait for my opportunity, and basically just try and carry as much speed as I can. I'm not attacking the course at this stage because it's only lap 1 and it's still wet. So I'm going to just try and keep him in sight, and if I can, use a bit of tow in the straights. The car's not the fastest as far as top end is concerned, but once you get in front, they're just not going to catch you. So I try and just maintain as much mid-corner speed as possible, even if it means that I've got to slow down a little bit before the corners. Now, you'll notice that as I come up to the final corner, I could quite easily have braked a lot later, but I was still getting used to my braking zones, so you can pretty much brake just shy of the sign. And one thing I would say is in lap 1, if you're going to power out of, if you're not going to feather the accelerator coming out of that last turn, it might be an idea to just maybe put some traction control on, because I did spin the first time that I tried it. But as for the rest of the course, you're fine with no traction control whatsoever. Okay, so that's lap 1 done. Nothing too great, 2 minutes and 27 seconds. So it wouldn't be long until I'd take the lead, and at this stage I'm going to set the torque distribution to 30/70. Reason being, for one, I'm going to get a lot more power out of the rear wheels, which means that I can sort of bring the arse end of the car around a little bit more and power out of the corners. And secondly, it's going to stop those front tyres from degrading quite so much. And at this stage, I'm just trying to power away from the competition. I've already got, you know, 1 minute and 11 seconds up on them. So you'll come through for an easy win. It's nothing major. It's about the 26.5 minute mark, but it's definitely a viable option. Was not difficult, and to be honest, it's still the best way to make cash in Gran Turismo. You just need to be a little bit measured about your approach. So there you go, guys. I hope you liked that one. And obviously you get the clean race bonus for it, and I think if you just work on your strategy, you're going to get the clean race bonus. I mean, people are wall riding and still getting the clean race bonus, so don't shy away from the Tokyo event. It's definitely the biggest moneymaker in the game, and I think still worth racing. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I'll see you in the future. Let me know if there's any builds or any ideas that you guys have or anything that you want me to try. I'm always down. And until next time, take care, guys. Bye.